Hey guys, this is Namkraft. What's going on? Welcome to the Starcraft English commentary. We'll continue with the winner set of ASL S19 Ro16 is going to be played between two very surprising players. I mean, it's not surprising that one of them made it to the winner's set, but both of them made it to the winner's set is rather surprising, especially in the presence of a player of the caliber of Hero. Snow vs Mini is going to be played on the map Dominator here. This is a 3-player map. And I tell you what, I will tell you something that is very interesting. I think that most of you don't know. Dominator is a very imbalanced map for PvP. Mark my words. For PvP, it is very imbalanced. Why is it imbalanced? Because there are only 3 positionings, and that guy looks like mini Soki. He looks like a small version of Soki. If you look at the minimap, Snow is situated at the left side. Hold on, let me just quickly show you. There we go. I guess we'll show it later. But this is a 3-player map, and the back door is very much exposed. So if you look at it carefully, Snow is here and he can easily access Mini's main base. So during a push, he can attack at the front and go and harass at the back with a Shadow and Reavers. So already, Snow has got at least a 2 out of 3 chance of winning the set just by the spawning coincidence. Of course, when the game starts, you don't know where you will be found. So I mean, it's not guaranteed that you will have that good luck, but you know, it's very imbalanced in PvP that way. But knowing that, what can you do? So as Mini, if you're in that position, the question is what kind of mitigation measures you can take to actually counter that. And that is an interesting question. I wonder, because one of the things is to actually stop the game before you get to the Shadow and Reaver stage, which is to be going for Dark Templar. If you know that the enemy is located at that position, at the 11 o'clock position, and you are at the 3 o'clock position, you might just want to go for Templars because you know you can survive the mid and late game anyways. And the other way to play it is just to play a normal game and just hope that your superior micro army control and a bit of good luck would just be on your side. Anyways, looks like Mini is gonna be scouting in the right direction, and I like the fact that he's scouting this way first because he want to confirm whether I will be disadvantaged or not disadvantaged early on, and he will know now that he's slightly disadvantaged. We have a prop attacking against prop here. Who will die? Looks like Snow is pushed back a little bit here and losing a couple of shield or health from that probe, but both players gonna continue, and Zelle is gonna block this high ground, and this is possibly a good thing. Looks like on the other side, Mini is also positioning a Zelle to block, so both of these players have gone for Zelle first. This is very understandable because this is reverse ramp map, so if the other guy goes to something like 2 gateway, you're dead. Which, you know, is very surprising to me why these players don't go for double gateway on the high ground to try to go for some attack. Anyways, this probe is very damaged. It's gonna get targeted upon, but at the last minute, it is still surviving, but it dies now. Very, very good for Mini to actually do that because he almost lost that, you know, a crucial intel advantage. Anyways, yeah, now both the players are gonna try to reposition and get themselves into a nice mid-game scenarios. We shall see how these players will perform in the mid-game here. No difference in tech. We will have the first differential in tech. It may be a robo by one of these players or maybe by both. We shall see. For the time being, we are seeing what exactly now. Looks like robo coming down by Snow. He just want to make sure that he can actually get his his observatory coming out early because he knows that he's in a better position, much better position actually, compared towards the enemy. So I think it's gonna be very good for him to actually get the observers and to survive into the mid game where his better positioning of the Shadow and Reavers will be able to actually do some significant damage against the other player. For the time being, we're gonna be having what is this triple gateway and observers. This is an interesting build because Mini says, you know what, the only way for me to survive this differential in spawning position disadvantages is for me to have a superiority on the ground. If you can push you into your main base, onto the low ground is better, but if not, I can push you at least to your front door, to your expansion, and then that is going to be a better position for me because you cannot go for shadow harassments. right? The only scenario in which Snow could actually attack the front and go for harassment in the back is when he's got superiority on the ground. So to negate that, Mini is gonna go for this, and I guess if you continue the game theoretical approach, you would say that if Snow knows that the enemy is gonna be going for triple gateway, he might want to just skip Robo and go for double gateway and a quick expansion maybe, right? Because quick expansion into triple gateway is a lot stronger than Robo observatory into triple gateway. But you know, I digress. That is all just theory. Anyway, Snow is gonna get ready to push out now. Nice observer from Mini. He sees that there is no expansion, which is of course not negating the fact that there could be a Dark Templar rush, but looks like there's not gonna be a Dark Templar. There's gonna be an observer, a Shadow, and then a Reaver. So Snow wanna play that long game. He wanna make sure that he can, you know, get his army out, at least control half of the path between his expansion and the enemy's base. If you can actually do that, then he's gonna be slated to win here. So that's something that we shall look into in the next part of this game. For the time being, some Dragoons are gonna get positioned. By the way, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do something else in the background here because I'm, you know, doing some stuff. I'm doing the
거리에서 옵저버 커트하려고 자신의 옵저버가 먼저 확보가 됐는데 안 가고 기다렸어요. 근데 그걸 보자마자 장윤철 선수가 우회를
I'm doing the anti-spoiler videos as well at the same time. So that's cool. Anyways, Dragoon's now coming out from Mini. He's getting ready to push. Excuse me. Snow has got his first Reaver to control. He shall be able to hold or not. Looks like it's gonna be slightly close. Looks like the Reaver is here. There's a huge amount of Dragoons coming from Mini. He pushes forward. His observer sees that there's just maybe not too much for his Dragoon to actually try here, and he doesn't actually have the best concave. The best concave is in the favor of the defender. He's checking to see, okay, is there a Shadow, is there an observatory? For now, he sees that there's no observatory. He's just, maybe we want to expand. I mean, if you cannot win outright, it's better for him to expand. But he's gonna reinforce with more Dragoons, and if you can actually snipe the observer, will be something here. This other observer is gonna get pushed back, and it gets sniped. So Mini loses one observer, but he's got the other observer in the back as well. So the game is definitely not dead yet by either of these players. Mini is got about like a huge amount of Dragoons, so he can actually contain the enemy from moving out. He's trying very hard to snipe the observer. That's gonna be the signal for Snow to move out. Maybe Snow's not moving out during this time. Snow is not. Okay, he moves out and he's getting a high ground advantage. No, looks like decided it's not gonna be worth it to actually go and get a high ground advantage. He's gonna say exactly where he is. And that's interesting, but now we will have the double Shadows, the double Reavers, and soon we'll have the double Shadows. And with that, it's gonna be, I think, almost impossible for Mini to strike here. He's gonna have to push back. He's gonna have to be very careful. He's expanded, but he needs to actually go for crazy sick backstab options here, because if he actually cannot do that, then things will completely spiral out of control. Alright, what are we seeing now? There is going to be some nice attack, and looks like Snow has got his double Shadow and double Reavers now, and there's going to be a single Reaver only. Single Reaver against double Reaver, but he's got a slight army positioning advantage. He's going to try to snipe the Shadow. Snow's getting pushed back hard. What is Snow doing? He's got inferior Dragoon count. This is the reason why he is kind of hesitant to move out there with the rest of his forces. So that is that, but this game will continue to go on from now. Looks like Mini with just a single Reaver is allowed to just completely ravage Snow's armies here. Alright, looks like Snow's gonna pick up his double Reavers. He's also expanded. Both the players have expanded. Mini is actually behind in supply, but I'm not so sure why Snow is, you know, too hesitant to move out here. Maybe just thinking that it's gonna be better for him to just try to play it safe, try to contain his enemy, try to make sure that he can actually get, you know, a nice army up and start to move out. And we're gonna be seeing possibly harassments by one of these players in the future. I am not so sure. Looks like a lot of forces moving across the map now. And yeah, sorry, I'm doing something else in the background. But anyways, yeah, Mini is gonna try to take some pot shots here. He doesn't have the vision of that area. He's gonna try to snipe the Dragoons. He gets 2 shots on the Dragoons, and Snow is being too careless. 2 hits on the reavers though by Mini. He's gonna try to attack. And looks like Saran from the back. Looks like Mini's done it. Possibly he gets one of the reavers. No, the reaver's still alive, but the Shadow died. Double reavers are still alive. Both the players have double reavers. But now all of the reavers from both of these players have died. But maybe Mini's just got a few more Dragoons compared to SLB, but he's on a low ground. He's forced to go back now. He's lost a sizable chunk of units. And Mini is about 10 supply behind his enemy. And Mini is GG. It is Snow who wins the first half. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.